We use podcasting to build an audience, but we're only building that audience to lead them to something else, not the likes and the views. If I can get them to purchase something or buy something from me, what you all are doing right now, everyone is doing. I don't know how well this is gonna do. Right? It's not like you can build an audience off of a 60-second highlight clip anymore. People want to know who you are.
How much money have you made from the podcast and stuff?
It's okay. I can pull up.
Oh, you got a number like in your phone?
At that point, it changed, because my mind, I've always been the person, just community. I want to help people. I want to serve, and it was that conversation saying, "Oh, I need to start making money off of this." Right? Yeah, but they went on to make so much money with that shirt. I should have just.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some stuff you look back. Look, he looking up like.
Wow. This is season 2, starting off our season 2 podcast. Today we're sitting down with a true architect of conversations, a master at networking, and of course,
Why are you reading that?
a mogul in the making. Because I need to read it.
Why?
I didn't memorize this. You messing up my intro.
Nah, just better flow. Like, you want to know that, you know what I mean? Who you talking to? You want to look prepared at least.
I mean, this is just the intro.
I know, but
Okay. Do Shannon Sharp read his intro?
I don't know. Does he?
You've not watched this?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp really is.
Exactly. Literally like this. That's how you do it.
He's Shannon Sharp.
You right? I'm not Shannon Sharp. All right, it's cool. Let's set it to the side and let's free ball it then. Since this is a podcast expert, we gonna learn on this episode too. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Another episode, Moguls in the Making, man. Season 2. I'm your host, Catch a Bag. Oh,
And I'm your most lovely, your most gracious, and your most handsome host, Tyrone, a.k.a. Geechee, a.k.a. I'm back.
and he always got to do the most in his podcast intro.
The man called themselves lovely either.
Hey,
This is
man.
good. We
Hey,
about to have a
man.
good time.
Hey.
Yeah, this is crazy, y'all.
Hey.
Crazy, yo.
Lovely.
We own 10 already, man. It's gonna be a crazy fire episode. We got David Shands in the building. My guy, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. I don't get a chance to be on this side of it much, so
So you
gotta enjoy it.
So you gonna
Yeah.
stick at us,
Oh, I'm
huh?
having a good
Oh, that's messed up.
I'm having
bro.
a good time.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, David Shands, your journey, as far as I know, has been crazy over the last, maybe 10 years? You kind of been at this thing? Is that right?
Yeah, shoot, been at what? It's like so many layers as a kid trying to be an entrepreneur, and in college selling weed. I didn't do too good at it. I was a horrible.
We was gonna bring this up. He hopping into it
Horrible,
early.
bro. I just wasn't good at it. But like just the process of trying to make something happen. Bro.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a long journey.
Long journey. Well, that's what's up. Well, we're going to dive into podcast, what you did, what you've been able to build. This building that you got here, the space is dope, bro. Congrats on that, everything that you're doing. And, yeah, we're going to sit down and kind of just hop into it for real. Here's my first question, though. How many downloads are you getting per month right now? Are you at, like, the million mark yet?
No. Well, 1 month we hit 1 million. And then...
This year?
No. Last year. Okay. 1 month we hit 1 million.
Okay.
But then Apple, so the way they were calculating it was they were somehow counting backlog of your downloads. So we just can continue to drive it, but they did some sort of update where it killed a lot of podcasters' downloads. A lot. Like, I mean, it was down 70, 80%. So
Wow.
yeah, it's we're at about 100,000 a month now, but our highest was like 1 million. But then I broke off from Social Proof and started doing Hot Seat. So now my focus is kind of divided, which I don't recommend anybody do. However, we're about to, Hot Seat is its own entity, and we're actually about to go into a network. So,
Sweet.
Okay, we gonna hey, remember that. Yeah. We gotta pick back up like later in the conversation on that. Yeah. But yeah, Shan, we're gonna start hot, man. How much money have you made from the podcast and stuff?
Real quick, I know you're about to watch this podcast, but let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you know what you should do in life, but for some reason, you're just not executing on the level that you know that you should? Over the last several years, I've built a $10 million real estate portfolio, started a podcast, and spoken to thousands of men. How much is it worth if you can pick up the phone and call somebody to help you get out of trouble, save you from a bad opportunity, help you get a promotion, help you improve your family life? Inside of our community, We hold each other accountable. We share goals with each other. But not only that, we share resources and relationships. The people that you see that comes onto my podcast, these are separate calls and separate dinners and separate events that we have specifically for the Made Men Society, which alone can take your life to the next level. Growth, money, relationships, and productivity. If you focus on these 4 key areas, I guarantee your life will take a complete jump. You will become that man that you always dreamed of. And if this sounds like something that would be for you, click the link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.
Just in general, I guess. Brand deals, sponsorships, everything.
It's okay. I can pull up.
Oh, you got a number like in your phone?
Yeah, so let's just say like the audio.
See, this is good.
tracks.
Real quick before you even finish. See, every time we ask this to somebody, when we ask them how much money they make,
They want to shy away from it.
they want to shy away from a number, a range, or anything. The man with the plan,
He said, let me pull up my
actually
phone.
bringing it up.
He got the
on
black
phone,
screen,
though,
y'all, so I can't really see it. You know what I'm saying?
It shows I made 30 million. No, just
Hey, bro, look, listen.
Hey, I was gonna say, hey, he's wildin'.
nah.
Hey.
This is the audio side. There's the audio side from just like the audio ads. It was about 700,000 from the audio side. But
So
that's
what-
not including
YouTube?
like YouTube and stuff like that. But the most money that was made was from me being able to monetize an audience. So if you have an audience of people, you have something to offer, you can make money.
Right.
But people want to make the money straight from YouTube views or audio downloads. I mean, that's cool. It's just a long wait, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a long wait.
Yeah.
Your average CPM, let's say, well, depending on the genre, so business would be more than, entertainment or something like that, or comedy.
Exactly.
But let's say you get an average CPM of $20. That means for every 1,000 downloads, you can potentially make $20 for every 1,000 downloads.
Okay.
For an ad spot. Now you can get multiple ad spots in there, but how long does that take
Right.
Takes a minute.
to make some money? You
Yeah.
feel me? So
You ain't living off of it, I tell you that.
my philosophy is build an audience. We use podcasting to build an audience, but we're only building that audience to lead them to something else, not the likes and the views. If I can get them to purchase something or buy something from me. So if, a comedian has a podcast or a comedian has, some sort of tour or some merch or a show or something like that, I would advise the whole purpose of building this audience is so when they come to another city, you got more ticket sales to come
Exactly.
in, not just based on, like YouTube pay,
Right,
because
exactly.
that'll be up and down.
Yeah. So are you doing like live shows and things? I know you've had people in the audience and things like that come through, check out the spot, whatever. But if you have, let's say, for example, a big guest lined up, would you do like a show and get tickets that way as a extra way to monetize the podcast? Or would you build some type of event around the show? Does that make sense?
I don't see anything wrong with either one of them. There's no wrong strategy.
No, I'm saying, would
Yes,
you?
you can't. So we've toured to different cities and we sell tickets to the live show.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel the need to sell tickets if I have a guest come in. It's not a bad thing. It's just
Yeah, it ain't.
don't know.
Yeah, that is
Seems like
ain't
a
what you really
heavy
want to do.
lift to
Right.
promote, get people. I don't know.
I don't think so. If you like, okay, for example,
I feel the
you,
same, by the
Here,
way.
so
I
check
always
this out.
say that. I'd be like,
Yes, it's
that's why I'm gonna combat you though, Shands. That's why I'm gonna combat you. When you had Patrick Bet David on, you don't feel like you could have had an event around that? More people would have maybe joined the morning meetup. More people would have been able to kind of touch and feel you in person.
yeah.
Pause.
I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. You're asking me if I would. I'm like,
Right, you're saying no. Okay.
But Patrick Bet David, I was actually at his studio, but so with my morning meetup group, if you're in Atlanta, you can come to the recordings.
I never knew that.
So you could just pull up. Like if like if we say, okay, we're going to be recording this day, you could just come. It ain't no extra charge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's all about how the moral of the story is you need to have some way to make some money
Right.
outside of waiting for a sponsor to pay you.
Exactly.
Right, which
So
makes
either
sense.
way, whatever idea you come up with, do that.
Yeah, I love that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Now, one of the questions that I had was actually about that sponsorships and brand deals. Like, are you kind of like putting yourself out there for brand deals, and have you gotten any bigger ones since you've been actually, going?
Yeah, so I'm with a platform called Red Circle, and every distribution platform, most of them, any good one, has a whole department where it's their job to go find companies to sponsor their podcasts that are on their show. So I'm on Red Circle. Red Circle has a department to go find brand deals from companies that are looking for podcasters. They get the money and say, we will put it on this show, this show, and this show. This is the reason I'm going to stay with Red Circle, because they're feeding me sponsorships. But that's, again, going to be based on your ability to drive downloads. And get
Right.
numbers.
So at what, like, maybe there's not a certain number, but is it a certain number that, somebody starting out their podcast, they should be shooting for to try? Let's say they join Red Circle.
Yeah, I think
They need 10,000,
I think they start giving you. I think they start monetizing at 500 per episode.
500 downloads per episode.
So yeah,
I see. So what are those brand
believe so.
deals that you're getting?
Huh?
I said, so what are those brand deals that you're getting?
I don't even know if I call it a brand. I got some, and I'll explain that. I don't know if it's called a brand deal, but they'll send me something from Discover and say, hey, this is how much they're going to pay for this ad read. I accept the ad read. I read that joint, and they give me the money.
Like how much?
It's going to be, NPR might be at like $2,000 a month or something like that, but I got to do it. I got to do a new one. Not NPR, NetSuite. NetSuite typically do like a year, and it might be $2,000 every single month, but they're buying a certain amount of downloads.
Exactly.
So it's not a traditional brand.
A certain amount of downloads. What you mean by that, though?
So they'll say they want to buy 40,000 downloads. So at this CPM,
I see what you're
so
saying.
40,000 downloads, which is $25 times 40, right? And once you hit that number, then that's all they bought. So that's the inventory.
Gotcha.
Now, having a podcast, I did get a couple other brand deals. Like, for instance, Gusto gave me a brand deal.
Gusto.
But Gusto, used Gusto?
Yeah.
Shouts out to Gusto, man.
Shout out to him.
They wanted me to do, I think it was three story reels, 3 story posts, 1 reel, and put the link in my bio for a certain amount of time. And they gave me X amount of dollars. And I don't want to say it because you got to pay a little more.
Right.
Let's figure it out
Here's
at some
the
point.
question is, why are they going to talk to you?
Right. Because our downloads ain't
you have
where it
the-
need to be.
Well, do you have the audience? Do you have the other assets? So they based it off of not my podcast. They based it on my social media.
Right.
And they actually, it was actually pretty genius too, because in the brand deal, they'll say, we want to run ads from your account. I need you to shoot this video, but I want to run ads from your account. So they'll be able to tap into my audience and run ads to Gusto from my account.
Oh.
Feel me? So it looks like I'm promoting to my audience.
Gusto, but really they're doing it.
It was lit. I was like,
Damn,
"Bang!"
that's
Who thought of
super
that?
lit.
Was somebody
That's
else?
super lit. Question real quick, because like you one of obviously some people that we look at that really like helped us become more consistent. We saw that you said something about like how EYL kind of pushed you to do that before. What exactly did you see that they were doing that you wasn't doing at the moment?
Well, I didn't see it at first, but I saw them running, and they came to Atlanta one day, and we all went out to lunch. And I'm kind of like stop and go with my podcast because I didn't know what a podcast was necessarily, but I just started interviewing people on YouTube.
You were doing what, like one a week or?
Well, I didn't really have a cadence like that.
Okay.
But the only reason I did the podcast is because the podcast, again, I didn't know it was called a podcast, but the only reason I did it was because I was promoting a conference coming up. So I was doing this conference. I got all these speakers, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to interview the speakers, put it on YouTube, and hopefully somebody watching it likes the guest that I'm interviewing and will buy a ticket. Yeah. So you'll see in those early episodes, I'm like, yo, make sure you come out August 4th to the Social Proof. There's a link in the, you know what I mean? I'm promoting. The only reason I'm interviewing these people is for this particular event.
Exactly, that makes sense.
So we went to lunch when they came out because they were doing the same thing, interviewing people. And they said they watched Alex Good Energy's interview to prepare for their interview. The one I did to prepare for theirs, because I was Alex's first interview.
Got you.
And Alex was super nervous. It was so funny.
For real?
Yeah, he came like dressed up, like brought a bottle of wine. I'm like, what you doing? But that is Alex, bro. He is like the nicest human being, bro. He's just a good person to be around. He's just respectful and just like.
Hey man,
and at this point,
his events is crazy though.
Say it again?
I want to say his events.
Yeah,
It's dope, man.
Alex deserves every bit of success. That he has.
That's 100.
He is just a nice person, bro. He's gonna show love to everybody, and like I just felt good when he came by. He was like, "Yo, I appreciate you, man. This is my first interview." Moral of the story: we were eating, and I'm sitting across from Troy, and Rashad is on the other side, and I'm talking to Troy. They're like, "Man, I like what you do, man. Like with the interviews, you're good at it, bro. You just don't drop them all the time. You're like not super consistent with it. I just wish you drop more." And then he just went back to eating his food. I'm like, bro, who are you talking to? That's how I thought. I felt attacked.
Offended?
I felt attacked.
Basically, he's saying like it seemed like you just fucking around with it. You not really.
Yeah, you feel me? I didn't think he was he might have been saying the podcast isn't consistent, meaning there's not enough episodes being dropped.
Right.
I took it as you're calling me an inconsistent person. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
So I went on my morning meetup call that next Monday. I was like, yo, if I don't drop an episode every single week, I'm gonna come on here and give away $1,000. So that was the start of my consistency, and it just started to grow.
You made yourself. I like that. So you basically put your back against the wall to do it. You was like, okay, I need something to make me do this.
Sure.
To change something
Did
that I
drop. Did you ever drop a band?
No.
You ain't get nobody in the community a band.
I've been consistent ever since. Well, I'm not doing that. Yo, and at this time, bro, I'm like recording myself. I mean, I go into the studio, find somebody to sit down with. I set up the cameras and the lights and the mics and sit down, come around. Bro, I could just go do it. And I got enough friends that want to be interviewed. So
Pull up, yeah.
Right, yeah. And just that's kind of really how it started. So when did it really change from you started there, right? You started being consistent after, was it Troy or Rashad that kind of just
Troy, it was Troy.
He was just probably nonchalant too about it, huh?
Super nonchalant.
So that's what probably is that what kind of just bothered you? Was you like, bro, why you just say it like that? Just go back and eat like
You ain't really doing
yeah,
shit.
bro.
it's cool. It's cool though.
I'm on fire on the inside, bro.
Right.
And he just enjoyed his meal. Like, bro, why you just hit me?
Y'all left. You was still thinking about it.
100%.
Like I went to my
100%.
meetup about it.
But
Yeah,
Shands, my question is from there though, when did it really start to be like, oh, this is a thing? From you making that decision, that switch, going and saying, hey, everybody, look, I'm gonna give you $1,000 if I don't perform.
Yeah.
How long for you performing after that till you really had motion with it? You know what I mean? Or to where I don't know if it's not a monetary number. It's just more of where you felt like, yo, I really have an audience. Like I got stuff locked in. Like I'm like, hey, y'all meet me here. People pulling up. Like they really got love.
What you asking kind of too is like, when did it turn into a business for you?
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
I think it really started to hit once I just got consistent, because at that time, 2019, 2020, you don't really just see a bunch of people getting interviewed that you don't know. Most interviews were celebrities in some way, artists, right? But you don't just get this local dude that made a couple $1 million and you could have a conversation with him. It just didn't exist like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it just became more and more popular. Like people just like the interviews. I'm interviewing my friends that are successful or people that I look up to. And it just started to like pick up traction. It still took a while though for me to start making money from it though.
Right.
So I was consistent and I'm getting the views, it's cool. YouTube starts paying, it's cool. But I was sitting down with somebody and Neo was in the crowd. It was like, we like set up some chairs and Neo's there. And at the end of the interview, he was like, yo, did you do an affiliate? And I was like, what's an affiliate? He said, bro, if they sell a product, you get a piece of that. I was like, well, I need to start doing affiliates then.
Right.
At that point, it changed, because my mind, I've always been the person, just community. I want to help people. I want to serve. And it was it was that conversation saying, "Oh, I need to start making money off of this joint."
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the attention
Ran
now.
the bag up.
For real.
What?
Off one, because you talked about this and he didn't share it.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
What?
You said it was an episode that you did that was your biggest affiliate.
Yeah.
You sat down for an hour and 10 minutes to be exact. I did a little bit.
It was a couple of them. Two of them really hit. Pushman Mitch and CEO Matty J.
Why though? Why you think I'm saying? I watched the episodes, but
I think those two invented the car rental space.
Right,
Bro.
yeah.
Like it was nuts. People's like, yo, hold on, I got a car in my driveway and I could just jump on Turo. Oh, let me get the course and learn. Again, at this time, this is where a course is new to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? Yo, we just didn't have a time where somebody would sit down and give us the game
Yeah.
for entrepreneurship. Yo, listen, y'all gotta like watch the trends of what's happening. There's a time where if you want to learn how to become successful or you want to be even motivated or inspired, you gotta buy like a 10 CD, 10 tape box set.
Right.
cassette joint.
Yeah.
ET comes out, changes the game. He's dropping free content on YouTube, inspiring, motivate. Bruh, I didn't see not one motivational tweet on social media until ET started making it cool to be an inspirational, motivational speaker.
he
He
definitely
created an industry. Shouts out to the homie.
Shout out to ET. He came and spoke to us when I was at Purdue.
Oh, bruh.
Went crazy.
Come on. Like, and when did
leaving
like
out of there with
motivational
chills,
speakers
bro.
even go to schools and colleges and
Exactly.
created an industry
Yeah.
in that time frame? Now, there's a whole bunch of motivational speakers out there. Well, there was a time when a course was foreign, or like hearing somebody sit down and really give you some information and game for free.
Yeah.
I caught that beginning slot of when that's happening, right? So when people are watching, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I never even heard nothing like this." Okay, let me buy the thing so I can get more of this information. The play doesn't work as well now because people already understand that either there's a million ways to get information, or two, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit down and watch the course.
Right.
So I know that about myself now. So it's a little harder in that way.
Yeah.
So what's the new play?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, what do you feel like that
What's the new
next?
play? What's the new play?
Building an audience and community of people that really rock with you and only you, and
Niche
you're talking
crowd.
to specifically them. Absolutely. And people want to see your real life. It's not like you can build an audience off of a 60-second highlight clip anymore. People want to know who you are. That's why it's not nothing off limits, because it ain't nothing y'all gonna ask me that I haven't told the world already anyway. You know what I mean? Unless it's like something super private or it's got something to do with my family or something like that. But people want to know who you are and what you got going. That's why these IRL videos, like your Kai Cenats and all that, is he the best content creator in the world? I don't know, but these streamers are introducing you to a thing that we haven't seen before. You're going to I can see your whole life for 24 hours. Your life is more entertaining than mine, so I'm going to watch it.
Right.
But that won't last forever.
But that's something that you always kind of talk about, which is kind of gearing into, what I was going to ask next is you call it the gap, finding the gap.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
100%. The world gets inundated with anything good. And I mean, there was talk shows, and I don't know who the first talk show was, but it probably went crazy. And then you start seeing all these talk shows pop up. There were, Sally Jesse Raphael and Arsenio Hall and Oprah and David Letterman. And you got all these same things start popping up. And eventually, like, who listens to talk shows now? You know what I mean?
Right.
But at one time, people are glued to their screen. So you just got to like find out what's happening before the whole world does it. So I'm not like super pressed or excited about interviewing guests like that. Like it's just not exciting anymore, because what you all are doing right now, everyone is doing.
Right.
Right? And that you're going to get the story of someone who's accomplished something and they're going to watch it. I don't know how well this is going to do, right? But I'm always looking for what's not happening. So everybody's interviewing successful people, so I decided to go find unsuccessful people and interview them with the hot seat, and I cook them for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, you do.
But where are you going to find it, right? So when I'm on, if you caught me 2-3 years ago, if I'm going to go live with somebody, it's going to be somebody who has a following, we'll have a good conversation.
Right.
I'd be looking for random people. Yo, send me a live request, I'm bringing you up. And now I'm starting to see more and more people do it because I'm going the other way.
Right.
You feel me? So it's taken, and it's not like Hot Seat is a hit show, but it will be. You feel me? I just got to create another format.
When these ideas just come to you naturally, you just constantly obsessed with trying to find, a competitive advantage, basically.
100%.
Of like, say, okay, cool. If everybody's going swimming this way, what's that way?
Yep.
And try to figure out what path will lead you there, basically, through the 100%. Content.
Absolutely.
I love it. That's dope.
That's smart.
That's dope. That's hard.
That's a lot how a lot of people, especially in our culture, that we see like the Kanyes, the 50 Cents, dudes like that. Like they thinking Nip, they thinking in a different direction. When everybody is going one way, they going the other way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I respect that.
And they make people follow them. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They leaders of the industry of whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why would Nip drop $100 mixtape when every mixtape in the world is $10? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Is the music 10 times better? I don't think so. I think it's a good artist.
Right.
But there's some dudes from my hood that are nice, bro. I love their music. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, is it better than a Clue mixtape that has the hottest artist at the time?
Right.
No, it's just the 100 makes them different.
Yeah.
He got the QR code in the shirt where you use your phone and see something else.
Silly.
But everybody don't think that way. 50 Cent attacks everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that was his way in the game. I mean,
you feel me? You gotta watch it.
It rubbed people the wrong way, but look at him now.
And it works.
He's still doing it.
He's still doing it, bro. What is the art of
He in the hot one right now. He in the hot, right in the middle one right now.
What we doing?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like at some point, what I love about Jay-Z too is and I don't know if it's he creates the narrative for a culture or he just watches what's coming and does what's next. Meaning we're all, at some point, Jay-Z, I don't want to say Jay-Z is exclusively responsible, but that whole jersey movement, like where everybody's wearing like jerseys, I think he makes it popular. But overnight, it switches to no more jerseys, button-ups.
Button down.
And then you see all these clowns in the club with a 4X button and a hat looking crazy with cufflinks.
We done talked about this.
Cufflinks and everything.
Watch this, though.
Untucked.
Overnight, he says, no more colors, all black.
All black.
The world goes black.
Yeah.
Especially our community.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I know I told y'all button-ups and change clothes and all that. Nope. We wear black now. No more funny colors. No more auto-tune.
As a matter of fact, no more Cristal. We're going to drink this gold bottle over here.
Nah, here's the thing.
Real deal, seriously.
Here's the thing. Is Jay-Z saying that because he has that much power to say this is no longer cool, or is he seeing what's going on in the streets and just amplifying the message of, which we're watching Beyonce do it in real time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the height of kind of like the black empowerment movement. Do y'all remember what documentary she drops?
She did the one where she the one on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
With her daughter?
Nah, the one where she was going through her performance.
Yeah,
right?
the HBCUs.
Oh, yeah.
He's highlighting all HBCUs.
Yep.
But we're already at a time where it's like social unrest.
Yeah.
So Beyonce comes, boom, it's up. We're at a time where if you say anything about anybody from the LGBTQ
RXYZ,
if you say anything about them, you get canceled. So what does Beyonce do? She drops an album that's highlighting, this is specifically for that community.
Yep.
And it goes crazy. Oh, we love Beyonce. We see Lil Nas X do a country song. We start seeing it bubbling. And then what does Beyonce do? Now you Cowboy Carter. at the loft, they just did Halani did an extra like a workout where everybody dressed in cowboy boots and stuff.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Are they that powerful where they're controlling culture, or do they have their ear to the streets, finding out what's next, and I amplify that message?
Maybe to see it because I like you, David. I like you, Shands. I like you. This is dope. This is what you do, man. And this is why your content is so rich, and why, honestly, man, just giving you your flowers, a lot of people do like you. You one of our favorite podcasts.
Yeah, most definitely.
To watch you and Donnie, y'all go back and forth. But the seeds that you plant for people to think, it is entrepreneurship, but it's about thinking too, though. Y'all have a level of depthness that makes you be like, wait a minute, let me check out what I'm doing. Maybe how can I add that? Like, that is in everything. That doesn't have to go towards having a podcast. You know?
Yeah, no, it's in everything.
It's just that's literally how they move now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z and Beyoncé, and that's why they continue to do that. Because, like you said, I don't know if they have that talent. And I don't know if anybody is just say, oh, I can just influence wholeheartedly on just what I want to do, and everybody else is going to do that. Mm-hmm. Maybe very few people like Michael Jackson or something. I don't know, but. I think it is. They're obsessed with that, and I think that might be a muscle. Yeah. Do you think like that might be something that you exercise? How you thinking about right now is like you obsessed with finding the gap. Yeah. If they're okay, I've done it. I don't need to make no more money. I go out the house when it 100% makes sense for me to go out the house.
Right.
That's how Beyonce and Jay-Z move. Yep. So yeah, man, I love that though. That's hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
you gotta see it.
But okay? Tell me this, because it seemed like you always was of the entrepreneurial spirit, right? You said you was talking about something about you playing basketball. Obviously, you had a little weed thing going on. I was bad at it too, bro. By the way, I tried to. I was living in California. I was sending. It wasn't good. I got out of it too, but but at the same time, like you try, like you said, at that time, I'm just trying to like make money at a solid rate where I don't have to, go 9 to 5 every single day. I guess talk to us about that time and like were you wired the same way you are now then as far as that?
Yeah, I always wanted to make some money. Always. In college, I was making I don't know if y'all remember that company out of Philly called Mesquite, like the T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
So my boy,
for
sure. Shouts out to my man Dot. I came back to New Jersey after living in Atlanta for a year, and he was making these hand-painted T-shirts, and he showed me how to do it. So I went down to Atlanta, and I went to school at Alabama A&M, and I started making these shirts. So I started making money from doing it. But I've so much experience in so much stuff. I just was always trying to make some money. The corner turn when I really started to find mentorship where someone can see a little further than I can, because all I want to do is let me make a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had someone that I can I had a couple mentors, man, that really just expanded what I saw. So yeah, but I always been an entrepreneur hustler for sure.
Was that ET though? Was he one of them?
ET went on for sure. CJ, I spent more time with CJ than ET.
Who was that?
CJ is ET's right hand.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Bruh. And that's crazy.
Next level.
CJ, you know CJ, you just may not know him. So
okay.
At the like with Alex Good Energy, we all know Alex. He's a hustler for sure, but ET and CJ, that's his business partner. You know Toby Wigwe?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this story.
Come on.
Talk to it.
Give me something now.
I think I was still working at the Cheesecake Factory at this time, or I might have just quit. And I go to CJ's house for coaching sessions. And I didn't even have it like that, man. He might have charged me $300 a month.
Right.
And he's teaching me how to build out my t-shirt brand, right? So one day, he was like, yo, I want you to listen to something. We walk out of his office and we go into his car. And I'm thinking, bruh, you only give me an hour, so I really need all my time.
Right.
Bro. Place said, I want you to listen to something. Pops in a CD. And I hear this guy rapping. And he was like, yo, what you think? I was like, it's cool. but can we go to our coaching session, bro? Like, what we doing? He was like, I'm about to he said, I'm about to manage him. And I said, well, I didn't know you was into music. He said, I'm not. I was like, well, what do you know about managing an artist? He said, nothing. I like his music. And I was like, yo, so is he a rapper? He's like, no, he don't really rap like that, but I think he's good, so I should manage him. In my brain, CJ, you're a good entrepreneur coach, but this is a bad idea, bro.
Right.
The person isn't a rapper like that. You just think he's good at rapping. You don't know nothing about music, but he knows business. That person that I listened to that day is Toby Wigway, bro.
What?
I would come into CJ's office and he's like on the phone screaming like, bro, you can't find no videographer in a local college to record your videos, bro. Like, go find a videographer to shoot.
Right.
And then we started seeing those Get Twisted Sundays. And I'm watching Toby become this like international celebrity.
In your head, you like, ain't this?
Like, wait, what? I didn't understand it, but yeah, bro, CJ be seeing stuff, bro. Y'all wouldn't know who I was if it weren't for them coaching sessions with CJ.
That's wild.
I would be going into CJ's house, like for my coaching session, and I'd be seeing Inky Johnson leaving. I'm like, oh, that's one of your clients? Yeah, I'm coaching them on a speaking thing. Bruh,
Wow.
King, there's a tree of millionaires that come from that ET-CJ tree.
You know that show that was on Netflix? That was like the guy that was behind the scenes that work in the shop. What's that?
Black Godfather or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like, I'm saying, CJ?
It's CJ.
Yeah, right.
And again, shouts out to ET. ET is the one who like
the
masterminded
face
this
of
whole
it.
thing. You feel me? He's the one that really put me on.
Amplified.
It's just I've spent more time with CJ, but between them two, they've changed my life, bro. I was working at the Cheesecake Factory when I met them.
Wow.
Changed
So
my
how you
life.
get it? Did you just went to like a mastermind or something that they had?
Yeah.
So my friend, I went to school at Alabama A&M, and one of my best friends in college, his name was Ward. He's from Lansing. His best friend was named Calvin. Calvin was a DJ in college. So I'm cool with Ward, but I'm also cool with Calvin. Calvin is working for the radio station. Then Calvin decides to like be our manager. Like we never got the opportunity for that like that. But me and Ward are rapping and he's the DJ.
Okay.
But I got really close with both of them, so I'm really close with Calvin too. Calvin moves to Atlanta after he graduated, and I moved to Atlanta that same summer, and we drove down together.
Okay.
Calvin's name is DJ Infamous. DJ Infamous worked at V103. He's now Ludacris's tour DJ. But CJ is also from Lansing, so CJ and Calvin grew up together as kids. So when Infamous had a house, when he moved to Atlanta, he had a house, and he'd do these like get-togethers. I'm there because I went to college with him, but CJ's there.
What?
So I get a chance to like I don't know who CJ is. And it's much. He's
Y'all just
like
got
nothing
cool,
special.
like,
Just
organically.
friends.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. One day, so I'm building my Sleep is for Suckers t-shirt brand at this time.
Right.
And I guess CJ got my number from Calvin, and CJ said, yo, I'm working with this guy called Eric. His name's Eric Thomas. Have you heard of him? I'm like, no. He's a motivational speaker. I'm going to let you watch some videos, but he has the same message of the no sleep, work hard, all that kind of stuff. So I want to get him some of your t-shirts. Long story short, I sent him some t-shirts. I become a fan of ET. Months later, I forget about it. I wake up and one of my boys calls me. And this is like 6 a.m. My boy called me like, yo, did you see that video? I'm like, what video? E.T. did a video named Sleep is for Suckers. That's the name of the company. My website is ringing off with t-shirt and hoodie orders going
Crazy.
I have to go to work that day.
Yeah,
Now you got to print shirt. You got to print more.
We're going it's going crazy. So that was the start of like even the brand Sleep is for Suckers. And I should have did it because they was like, yo, I was making all this money and he kept wearing the shirts and I keep making money. And he's like, yo, we should just partner on the brand. And I'm like, I need to own 100%.
He got on his nip hustle. He got on his
I should have.
Master
The
P,
independent.
he was thinking like that.
I should have given him that equity. I ain't gonna hold
You should have just
I
partnered,
should
huh?
have given him that equity.
Damn.
'Cause then it's like, yo, well, will you design a shirt for us? I'm like, cool. So me and my designer Jeremy, we got together, designed the "When You Want to Succeed as Bad as You Want to Breathe" shirt.
Oh,
I
that's
was
your
just about to
design.
say that.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
That's
just about
your
to say
design.
that.
yeah,
The famous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we created.
That's probably his biggest like famous video quote, right?
Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That
We
was
created that
I was
dessert.
going to say, I was like, damn near if you black
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
and
You made
your
that shirt,
ages
bro.
from like
That's
25
crazy.
to 55, you know that slogan.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like you know.
Yep. So me and my
wild.
designer,
Walk
was,
him out
I
to
didn't
the
design
water.
it myself, but me and my designer, we sat down a couple nights and just like started designing, sending some stuff, send it back. I'm like, all right, let's make these changes. So shout out to Jeremy Ashley. He's just an incredible designer. But but they went on to make so much money with that shirt. I should have just partnered with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some stuff you look back. Look, he looking up like,
Wow. That's why I think that's the first video that I've seen of him.
yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I came into that
Where his mentor
era
watched him,
at
walked
that
him out
at
there.
the probably the peak, the height of it. You know, when everybody was tapped into it or whatever, and I was like, dang, that's.
Yeah, he said it. I
He
had heard the
go
story.
run right now.
He said it. In
Like I
front
might
of,
go out. It was cold too. You know what I mean?
Dude, he did.
Now, if it be cold outside, I was like,
He
you
did the
know,
whole sports complex. Matter of fact, when I was at Purdue, like he did all the sports teams at one time, and all of us was in there. Like,
Yeah.
he got a gift, man.
go practice now.
I'm like, yeah, he got a real gift.
He do.
Shands, man, we gotta go to the family life, man.
Yeah.
You know, you know, one thing that I do respect, or even notice and respect, when you introduce yourself, you be like, yo, damn, it sound like it,
A
don't
little bit.
it? Man, tell me if this you or not. Yo, what's going on, man? David Shands, man. Well, glad to be here. 6-figure, 7-figure entrepreneur to help people do podcasts. Got a podcast, morning meetup, social proof podcast. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a mentor to many, and I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah.
You want to let them know exactly who you are.
Something like
yeah,
that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Quite,
respect.
but 80%.
You did
But tell us about that though, man. About I guess
How are you, entrepreneur, husband, father? How are you juggling that?
I do my best.
I got to get a better answer though.
Do my best.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think
like,
there's a better. I
Yes.
do my very best.
There is a better answer. I'm saying, like, do you try to really be intentional about your time and saying, okay, cool, I'm gonna just kind of shut that off? Like, I'm in father mode right now.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes. So
but before even and I know you would even before you took off bread wise, let's say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even before that,
yeah.
you feel like you just cut stuff off?
No. Well, I don't really. I don't know if I understand the question.
Like before you really, let's say, before you really started making a lot of money, like where you kind of can just you can technically take days off now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may not, but you can comfortably. Before you felt like that, did you still make the time?
Well, it kind of changed. So I get married, and I'm a workaholic, and I get married. But at this time, my wife had a job too, so it wasn't that bad. And plus,
Right.
I'm new at marriage, and it's exciting, things of that nature. The change happened when I had small children. So I actually inherited my 7-year-old. Well, she was 7 years old at the time. She's now 13, but I inherited her. But it wasn't a lot of like maintenance like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
because she was
it
already
really
7 to
changed.
13. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right, 7.
So when you don't have specific responsibilities, or you have to be home at a certain time, or you don't, I don't know how to share. I don't know how to say it, but I have less time now because I got kids,
Yeah,
and they're small,
yeah,
and they hate to see me leave. You know what I mean? So
100%.
and I'm always thinking, okay, these small kids, I got to be home. So
yeah.
I do my very best to be home at a decent time every day.
Yeah.
I used to try to get home at like 4 o'clock. Now it's been a little later lately, like 5, 6 if I go to the gym or something like that and go hoop. But
Right.
I'm just doing my best, bro. When I get home, I know I have to work because by the time when I get to the house, they're not going to let me work. I can't do anything at all.
I always think I'm gonna get home and be like, you know what, I'm gonna knock out another 2 hours
It's
or whatever.
over.
I'm just gonna go in the office and
It's over.
they be right on you, bro. Because they hate to see you leave, so they love to see when you coming through that door too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously.
I try to wrap up as much. I try to wrap
Yeah.
up, all that I can before I get home, and then spend time with family. But family time isn't the same as husband time. You know what I mean? So it's a whole nother. Even if you spend time with your whole family, if I'm not spending time with my wife, she starts to feel neglected.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I have not figured out a way to fit my own well-being into this equation just yet. So if y'all got some answers, let me know.
I'm asking you for answers right now.
You want me to believe that you didn't think
You thought it was a real like go sit down and wine and dine app.
Let me tell you, because there's like a couple options. Like, yo, what do you want to? Are you looking for relationships? I'm serious. Hook up.
Oh, is it? Okay.
When I saw like hook up, I'm reaching out to the people that want to hook up because I am relational, bro. Like I want to meet you.
Right.
I'm thinking hook up means
just get together,
we get together.
right? And we just
So, bro,
we're
Black people
conversing.
Black people don't
100%.
call hook.
Hey, yo, we
call it hook.
gonna hook up.
I never heard that before. Bro.
Yeah.
In my mind,
Right.
hooking up with somebody.
Right.
You want to hook up?
Yeah, we gonna hook up. We gonna connect.
Exactly. I'm thinking we're going to connect.
Me
So
going
I'm
to
reaching
Purdue,
out
bro.
to
I
the
learned
people-
that early.
I'm reaching out to these women that want to hook up, bro. So I'm having conversations in the little message. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're going back and forth. This is a good conversation. And then they ghost me. They stop replying. I'm like, why they stop replying?
They ain't
I thought
tryna-
I thought we was going somewhere. I'm too talkative, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just try to hook up. I had no idea what that meant.
That's
so
wild.
I didn't know. I thought it's just people on there looking for somebody to kick it with. So
Companionship.
companionship.
Bro, what's crazy?
That's what
is
you was
I
on
know
there
two
for.
people-
Yeah, my wife thought the same thing. She wasn't just out here trying to bust it open. Like
Right.
you get it because there's different wants on there.
Yeah.
So they do have an option. Yo, I'm looking for something serious. I'm looking for just to get to know people, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's crazy. I know two other people that it was weird to me because I just didn't date out of that. You know, I've been with my wife since college, so I met her like in motion. You know what I'm saying? Not like on the app. But I know two people that they did the same thing, bro, and they married.
Here's the
And
thing,
it's
though.
through Tinder.
Yeah.
You gotta
And I was
confirm
like,
this.
How did that happen?
You gotta confirm this. Did y'all get married 6 months later, though?
Yeah.
6 months later?
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
And for y'all to
Is it-
make it
that's
this
the-
long
that's
is
the-
crazy. All my friends that
Right.
got married like within 1 year of them meeting them, they're divorced already.
That's probably like a
The fact that
1%.
y'all made it.
I don't know what the chances are, but I mean,
Yeah,
to meet
man.
on
Five, you good.
to meet on Tinder, get married 6 months. You know that sound like a movie, right? Kind of like it's like Vegas.
For real.
Like, yo, let's go on a trip. What happened? I don't know, but we married.
But I mean, you also get these
That's
people.
crazy.
Happened to speed. Like why so fast?
She seemed like the right woman. She checked all the boxes. It was lit.
Yeah.
Like she didn't have a
Yeah.
big following, bro. She had, this is when I knew she was one of them ones, bro. I'm going through her Instagram page. She got not one look back at it photo, bro. All the posts were just
Very rare these days.
me and my friend, me and my daughter, me in a dress, jean. You know what I mean? It was just, I was like, this lit. You have no over sexualized
Yeah,
Photos.
posts. And I was like, this is dope.
that was your determining factor to say, yo, I'm about to put a ring on it.
Not the only determining factor, but over 6 months, if someone you like gives you a good feeling, like, yo, you're checking the box. How long do it take to
Why
check
wait?
the boxes?
Yeah, why wait?
You
mean, I
get these
get it,
people
though.
that date for 5, 6, 7 years, they still not married. So
True. And look, maybe clearly you figured it out. You've been
I think I got lucky.
you've been successful so far.
Like how old?
I got lucky, bro.
How old would you say you was when you?
So, I mean, it was 2018. So it's 2020. So whatever 7 years ago was, 6 years ago. I'm 40, so 34.
Yeah, so I think that gives some perspective too, because like you, a lot
Right, yeah, you a
yeah,
seasoned.
you like, bro, I
mature,
don't got time to play around with it. Like if I like
That
it,
makes
then
sense, too.
I'm a
That makes sense.
go
Too.
ahead and make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
You younger, you kind of like
Indecisive.
you don't know yet. I feel like that. plays a
I don't
big
even
part
think
in
that got nothing to do with age, bro. It's 50-year-old men still.
Oh yeah, my dad.
Let
Right
me
now.
tell you. So there are, if you find yourself,
He laughing because he know
he's still outside.
he outside, boy.
That's nuts.
Hey, I could. Hey,
Hey,
he's
shout out to Big
outside.
T,
Shout out
man.
to Big T.
Right. Well, it's actually not even that bad because it's
Legit.
like, bruh, I mean, you're a free
tiring.
man, bro.
It's tiring.
Is
bro.
it?
It would be for me.
Is it more tiring for what you do right now? No.
Yeah.
I guess if you're used to something, you're used to it.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's tiring.
Shouts out to my man Brandon.
It's tiring.
I couldn't keep up.
Him and his wife, they got married, and she had a kid. He's never had a biological child.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, I was like, y'all gonna have kids? You gonna have one? He's like, no. And I couldn't understand it, bro. I'm like, why would you be married and not want at least one kid?
Yeah.
He's like, I just don't want to. I'm like, yo, bro, you weird. Like, what man don't want another child? Want a child, at least one.
Right.
And then I got some kids, and I was like,
Now
I get it.
understand.
I love my
Not in
kids
a
with my
bad
whole
way.
heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not in a bad
I
way.
love my
Yeah,
kids with my
yeah.
whole heart.
Disclaimer.
But you
damn,
ever look at your friends that don't got no kids? You like, yo, you could
Absolutely.
just leave, Kyle.
Absolutely.
You could just walk out the house anytime
All
you
the
want to, and come back when you want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
hey, y'all, hey, 12 o'clock, we're going to go down. 12 o'clock? How?
bro. Yeah. So now I get it.
Like, no.
Yeah. See, how long do it take to figure out what you want? And you know what? One of the biggest catalysts is I'm looking back at my own track record, and maybe I dated some okay people, right? Maybe you've dated some good people, right? That maybe didn't give you no drama, all that kind of stuff, and you find a way to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody that's listening to this right now, like, bro, I don't know. I'm talking like I was nitpicking, but that was the perfect girl.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
She just wasn't perfect for you.
maybe she was though, but maybe in my brain I come up with the reason.
But why don't you do that with your wife?
I married her fast enough. In my mind, I'm thinking, yo, you got everything I want. Let me just lock this in. Not before you change, but before I start finding something.
To change. Got you.
I
So
don't know
so
if
you
a lot
felt
of
like you
men
did
want to
this?
admit that.
You felt like you did this before?
What you mean?
You felt like the same feeling that you had with your wife, you had with a previous woman,
I've
and you waited.
I've never ever
Better
felt
not
like
say
anybody
that.
else
He
in
tried.
my
My
life.
bad. Hold on. My bad. Say like my bad. You
Never
right. I'm
ever fell in
Try
love.
to line you up.
Are you serious?
He tried to line
on,
you
bro.
up, boy.
Never. Nah, that was a good question because some people do. I can't even remember none of that.
Yeah, 100%. Likewise.
No one's ever had my heart like that. No one's made me
not
want to marry
bullshitting,
them.
though. Nah,
you feel
nah,
me?
seriously.
Like,
I haven't. I haven't. I didn't
he
do
said
it.
that was federal.
That was super federal. When he said it, I did like this.
was fed. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I went
Probably
federal.
gonna let that out.
Is he gonna answer this one?
Nah, man.
You get where I was trying to go with it.
Nah, yeah, I get it. I just don't have that experience. So, you feel me?
Makes sense.
That make a
How are you
lot.
teaching your kids how to be, like
Ooh.
entrepreneurship? Like, are you doing anything intentional with raising them right now that's kind of gearing them in the path of
Nah, not
what you
really.
do?
So
You know what I mean?
My daughter, she's 13. She's 14. She's 14. And she tries things entrepreneurial, and she'll work with me, and she'll get ideas and start and stop. And I just don't pressure her in that way. What I'm doing, and again, my kids are 3, well, soon to be 4 and 2. I just want them to be kids. However, I want them to think.
I was just about to say.
You know what I'm saying?
What I was going to ask you, because I feel like a lot of parents, especially that didn't grow, and I'm not sure if you grew up well off, whatever, but like a lot of us that didn't grow up like super well off or whatever it may be, like once we get there, it's almost like now we changed the tide and we're raising our kids softer and more, you know what I'm saying? Like, which we don't want them to be, you know, go through what we went through, but at the same time, it's like a lot of parents I feel like are kind of handicapping that generation just because they not giving them, I don't even know what to say, not the sauce, but they not giving them like the right tools, I guess, to be out there, go out there and fend for their own, because they like, well, I got my kids, I got them now. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. How do you feel like we not fall into that?
I mean, you try to teach them to be good human beings and just impart in them what you feel they need. So one of the biggest things is I'm just teaching my kids to think. Like, think. If you ask me a question, I want to know that you at least tried to come up with the answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I want you to think. Like, use your brain.
Yeah, small things.
If they do something wrong, it's not like, don't do that, don't do that. It's like, all right, so tell me why you did that.
Right.
Like, what made you pee on the couch, bro?
So every session it's a therapy session.
Yeah.
At the Shands house. Y'all have therapy a lot.
I don't yell a whole lot. Now, I do raise my voice every now and again, but I don't do a whole lot of yelling. Like, I need to understand, like, what you're thinking, why you did that.
Yeah, you smoother than me.
You know what I mean?
You be hearing me on
He said, where that come from, though? I'm just trying to understand how did we get here?
Seriously. You gotta question them. You gotta. I mean, I think another thing too, I guess, is like letting them. Like, I remember my parents, like my mom, like they talking about bills or they talking about this or that, and they like, and I'm like, wait, what you talking about? Stay out of grown folks' business. Well, I feel like we should let them in a little bit
that's a
more.
fact.
Like, okay, you see me going out and leaving to go work and do this and do that, but you don't know where that's going to, right? So yeah, I paid for your shoes, your AAU gear, this and that. That came from the house we just flipped. Yep.
Exactly.
That's where that money went. And the bills, the mortgage is this.
Yep.
Here's that. Like, yeah, I'm paying this one late because I didn't pay it on time.
It's important.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's something that really helps change the tide too when it comes to that. Because I know my mom used to stay out of grown folks' business.
Yeah.
They used to love saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Sure, man,
that's a black mama for sure. And Shane, I kind of want to segue into this, and then I know we're gonna get out of here kind of soon. Wrap it up. We've been going, man. This is dope, though. Did you like this?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, really good conversation.
Critique us real quick, like 1-2 minutes. How could we get better?
Keep doing your thing, but
It's not critique.
just find. I got you. It's just you got to find a way to do more than just have a good conversation. That's it.
Right, which what we talked about earlier. Finding the gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no gap here.
Right.
I mean, it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
Right. Like if we was doing this, it makes sense. It makes sense. Just come up with something new that
Yeah.
people are not usually doing.
Or
They haven't seen.
Yeah, or there's like a unique angle where we stay on that particular topic. Like, I just want to, I got this idea and I keep talking about it. I'm not going to do it, but I hope somebody does it. Where it's a podcast where they only interview people that are divorced. It'd be interesting to hear. Or you only interview people that, like, the man and the woman, they were together, but they're divorced, and you interview how y'all got divorced, why y'all got divorced. That'd be interesting.
Wow.
Or co-parenting.
You feel me? Like, I want to know whose fault it was, but it's gonna take a host.
Security is what it's
Well, it's gonna take a host that can agitate this conversation, but still make it valuable.
Right.
It's just a different concept of, okay, so tell me about your background.
Yeah.
Right.
How'd you meet your wife?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I think y'all did good with research and stuff, though. But
Yeah, it's interesting. It's entertaining. It's something, it's a good idea. Like you said, it's a good idea, and just being able to,
dope.
master that. That makes sense. But I do got some kind of more rapid fire questions for you.
okay.
And so it's just kind of what, it could be a sentence or whatever, just stuff that kind of come to your mind or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Since being successful, what's the most amount of money that you spent at one time?
Probably 60,000.
On.
No. Spent or like invested or something. Because I don't put some money in some real estate.
Spent.
Okay. I don't
No,
put some real
investment, you gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's the smart stuff.
Yeah, probably 60.
On what?
A watch.
Oh, okay.
Prezi.
Yeah.
That's still kind of investment-ish.
It is really.
Not really.
Plain Jane?
Nah, I got the little thing.
Rolex?
He said that part a little.
Oh, so he said,
Factory.
that's what I'm saying, Rolex. So you're not made. See, he hold with it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's still investment, but we'll get it. All right. What's something that looks like success on the outside but feels empty on the inside?
What's something that looks like success on the outside but feels
From
empty?
other people. Like other people can say, oh,
Success.
yeah.
I mean, outward, like, people look at me and just think I'm okay. I'm not, bro.
Right.
Things are, I mean, you can make some money, but I'm still dealing with the fact that last night my daughter said she wanted me to put her to sleep instead of her mom, which is a normal thing. But she was like, she started crying. She's like, but I'm not going to see you when I wake up.
Oh,
Because she knows I leave early.
yeah.
She wakes up, I'm not there. I'm not okay, bro. Like that really bothers me really bad. But what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Like I have to work. And people think you become successful. You just became successful. You just, once you get to the final level, you're just always on that level. Bro, it ain't like that.
Yeah, like happily ever after.
I'm 100% transparent. I got to keep working. I can't just stop and say, all right, I'm just not going to do nothing else. There are repercussions to that.
Absolutely.
I got to keep building.
Absolutely.
What's something broke people believe? What's something broke people believe that's keeping them broke?
What's something broke people believe that's keeping them broke? That's a good question. That they're okay, that they're smart enough. Yeah, a lot. You'd be surprised.
No, I
You ain't got nothing.
No,
Like, why
we
you-
wouldn't. I get it.
Dealing with rental
For sure.
with
Yeah.
tickets and stuff like that, bro. They actually feel. Never mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different. We'll be here all day.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be here all day.
You owe me type of ordeal.
Yeah, the analogy you say is like it's a bunch of stuff like just comes to mind.
It's just like how'd you come up with that? That's crazy, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Is college a scam?
Scam. But I think anything's a scam unless you get something back. I think a job is a scam if all you get is a paycheck.
Right.
So I was working at the Cheesecake Factory. If all I got was tips, that job would be a scam because most jobs are only going to pay you what they can 4X off of you. Like a company will pay you $100,000 if they're going to make $400,000 off of you being there.
But is that a scam?
I think so. Because you think you're getting the better end of the deal, and you're not.
Is your assistant bringing you more value than you pay her?
Of course.
So is she being scammed?
No, because she's also getting more value than what I automatically provide.
So you feel like it's equal as a whole, not
So
just
if I was
monetary
working at the
wise.
Cheesecake Factory and all I got was the tip,
I see what you're
I'd be getting scammed.
Gotcha.
But I actually I got over on them because I got more from my job than a paycheck. I got the chance to learn how to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the Cheesecake Factory, I get to learn how to sell more cheesecake. Right. I get to learn how to build relationships. I get to learn leadership. I get to learn all this stuff. I get to work on my vocabulary. Yeah.
Actually go in with that mindset, though.
100%.
A lot of people go in and just, woe's me. I'm at work. All right, we get off at 5. All right, get out of here. And
I want to look at how you define scam. What's the definition of a scam?
Right, yeah. Let's see what the
Scam.
Still confused about money.
that's Neo
That's a
definition.
fact. A dishonest scheme or fraud. Swindle.
Swindle.
Imagine swindling somebody.
That's a swindler.
Yeah, I give you 50,000.
Swindler.
And a swindler has to get you to believe that you are winning.
Yeah. Or you're
Right?
about to win.
Or you about to win.
Yeah.
You got swindle, bro. Like you thought you was about to get to go up the corporate ladder. They like, next year.
Keep you right.
You know what? Next year. I know I said next year last year, but next year.
Right, exactly. They just holding that.
But it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
makes
it
sense.
could be that relationships are a scam.
Depending on, I guess, what the
Now you never got
relationship-
scammed in a relationship? Scam, bro.
I might have scammed.
Oh, right. You're the scammer.
He was the scammer. He was the swindler.
That's the thing. So I've never been
In a relationship.
right. I've never been in a relationship before my wife, but like so I wouldn't have that experience. But
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. He's good.
Scammers all over.
He didn't even have to do that way. He just chose to.
All the extra sauce. Just in case you forgot. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Shands, my last two, man.
Yeah.
What's harder, getting rich or staying rich? Staying rich is harder. Why, though? You elaborate a little bit on that one.
Because nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. So I'm interviewing people, and the people that I interview are on 1,000 interviews, so it's no longer special. So I got to figure out a way to like still use this podcast space and build something big. So I've learned the art of content creation, building a community, and cash flow. Those three, getting those three to work together. So when I'm focused on building the business and I'm not as focused on the podcasting aspect, the views drop, but my money goes up. Mm-hmm. And then we take some money and do some other cool stuff to make sure the show starts to have some sort of injection of energy. Mm-hmm. So it's a blend. Nothing lasts forever, bro. We see these major corporations going out of business.
Crashing out.
You feel me? Like it's not.
Yeah.
I heard a quote, and actually Rashad was talking to somebody, and the guy said, making the first million is impossible, but making the second million is inevitable. Mm-hmm. Which makes a lot of sense, because that first million is impossible. Really, really hard to make that first million.
Yeah.
But once you understand how to make the million, you will make another one. You know what I mean? Because you got the formula. But for how long can you keep it up before the world changes and your industry changes? Y'all in real estate, right?
Exactly.
How often does the industry market change where you got to make some sort of adjustment?
Man, this whole last year and a half is pivot,
Bro.
pivot,
Lately
pivot.
it's been a pivot every few months.
Pivot.
100%. Bro, there's people that made millions in Airbnb.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Laws change.
Yep.
Yep.
Man, I'm like, you're not doing that.
Yeah, now
I was down here going
bruh, you got $100,000 in leases,
crazy.
and now you can't do it anymore. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Better get lobbyists on your team.
As soon as you start building this editing business where all these podcasters give you their footage, you edit, you got this agency, you hire a whole bunch of VAs, a software comes out.
Right. AI.
Right.
Bop.
Chop you down.
Bro, it's tough.
Yeah.
But I don't think, well, maybe I don't think one is harder than the other, but they all have their hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I know you done coached a lot of people with this podcast space, right? And help different. Do you want to name drop some people?
Yeah, for sure. Donnie,
Well, I know.
Donnie didn't want a podcast.
She didn't want it.
She didn't want to even start on the podcast with
She's so
me.
dynamic now, but I mean, maybe she's just in her stride. She seemed like she was from the outside looking in. It looked like she always wanted to do it.
Right.
No, bro. She didn't want to do the podcast with me. Well, when I invited her to the podcast, she was like, I don't get it, but we'll do it, right? So we do it for a couple episodes, and they are cooking her in the comments, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. They getting her out of here, bro. Who is this? Why is she looking at him like that? He's a married man. Who is this? She's over-talking, da-da-da-da. They are going at her. Yeah. And she was like, Dave, I'm going to be 100% with you. I don't need to be here because I'm going to ruin your platform, bro. Like, this is crazy. But I'm like, nah, just give it some time. I know the world is going to know what I already see. You feel me? Like, yo, you have a brilliant brain for this specific audience. We're going to be fine. And then it grows and she becomes more lit than me. You feel me? Like, she's just that good, bro.
Right.
You feel me? So, I forgot where we're going. Oh, so yeah, Donnie's podcast. I'm in Rich and Unemployed.
Yep, Johnny.
And I can't take credit for the success of anybody because you had to do the work.
Yeah, for sure.
But he came out of jail and he joined my mastermind, and then he just took it. He took it to another level. You feel me? So, Neo, he started podcasting before all of us really, But then he came back. But every episode before he released, he called me like, yo, how should I attack this? How should I go about it? You know what I mean? So there's a bunch of people, man. Like Harley Initiated, they had like a paywall. They was on an app. And I kept telling them, bro, get off of that app and go on YouTube because you're limiting your exposure. Right. Then they started losing more money on the app. And it's like, all right. Then we did a mastermind right in here. It was me, CJ was here, it was a couple other people. And eventually they decided, okay, we just gonna go on YouTube and just take over. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying I'm responsible for that.
Right.
But I've just had
you planted
advice.
Stuff in them.
I've had a hand in some of these people's journeys, you feel me? And now I call them and ask them like, hey, bro, what you think about this? Like they got the sauce, they got the game, bro.
Yeah,
so,
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
I love to see that though,
bunch, bro.
Especially that going around. And you gonna do the same thing for us? That's the question.
You gotta come up with a really unique concept, and we would come together with how to make money. Because I'm not focused on the popularity of the show. I'm focused on the effectiveness of the show. Is it making money?
Yeah, right. I think you do that though. I think you got like ideas all day.
Yeah, 100% I do.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if I have the capacity.
Right. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Yep. Well, Shands, my guy, man, I appreciate you hopping on, man, for sure. This is definitely a personal one for us, man.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, hopefully y'all got a lot of value about just the podcast, the game, Shands' story. From selling a little bit of weed to,
just a little bit,
having kids and building a podcast empire and stuff like that. And me and him, of course. So season 2 and straight like that, man. We out.
Let's get it.
I was trying to do it like this.